average guy is going to spend about $265,000 over the course of his life pursuing, maintaining women. If you were to take that money and just throw it in the S&P 500, you'd have multiple millions of dollars after tax.
I'm blessed, and I'm going to always be blessed. And no one can shut these blessings, because all these blessings come from God. Get your mind right. Big motion, no motion. Amen.
You're going to invite a woman in your life, girlfriend, wife. You want a woman that you can trust and you can rely on, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be with her for a long period of time, you need that kind of partnership. And if she's going to reveal herself to be a pathological liar, that's a major danger zone, man. These are the two most difficult areas that you have to contend with when you're a man. People are going to fuck you over. Your friends will screw you over, and women will screw you over. I'll be honest with you, they hurt just as much. So when somebody shows you who they are, what's the old saying? Believe them, right?
Dealing with single moms is never really a very good idea. It's generally thought of as low-hanging fruit. Guys only consider options like this, which would be considered terrible options in most men's estimation, when they don't have better options.
The universe really doesn't give you what you ask for. It gives you what you are. And you attract the things that you are. So, yeah, you can't really race to be something you're not.
I know what it feels like to not be able to sleep, not be able to eat because you're hurting. Constantly have one person on your mind, not be able to get no work done, not be able to do nothing. It hurt, you know what I mean? I don't think nobody deserves to feel like that.
Sooner or later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more.
Here's the thing about mindset. A mindset will not change the shitty situation you're in. A positive mindset changes you, which changes your ability to deal with the shitty situation that you're in.
Dealing with women on a long-term basis is going to be harder than just spinning plates, because when they misbehave, you can put your foot down, you can go off doing your own thing. She's not your girlfriend, you can do whatever you want. Women will stress test the relationship when you're in an LTR frequently.
When a man decides that he is going to chuck the deuce and leave, it's very hard to reel him back in. It's better to fix it while you're in the house with this man, instead of giving him the opportunity to go out there and taste and see.
There's essentially three categories of women. There's women that'll look the other way, it just doesn't bother them. Another third of them will basically, they'll get their panties in a bunch, they'll get upset about it, but they'll just get over it, life goes on sort of thing. And then there's the other third, which basically just won't have nothing to do with it, and they'll just leave.
Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Hey, one of the best things I learned in life is that it's better to let somebody walk away from you than walk all over you. On top of that, I learned that if you want to have some real peace in your life, you got to stop fucking with people that you love and start fucking with people that love you. Don't let that go over your head.
You can be the perfect motherfucker for the wrong person.
Yeah, you can be the right package and get delivered to the wrong address.
Exactly. Ain't shit wrong with you. You just not with the right motherfuckers that don't appreciate you for it.
Be the number one believer in yourself. Don't let anyone doubt you. And the more that you show you got belief in yourself, the more the support gonna come along. You just gotta be focused on you.
You got to get this stuff together before you think God is gonna bless you. God don't bless nothing that's raggedy, because that's gonna be self-destruction. Only way God is gonna bless you is you ready for the blessing. He's not gonna put something on you that you can't carry and you can't handle.
In the absence of clarity, do something. Just fucking move. Find a direction and move in it. Maybe you bang up against a wall and it's an immovable object. You can dig around it, you can go over it, be like a vacuum robot, bounce off that object and kind of move in another direction. That's one of the big lies that I think that feminism tells women, is you're beautiful at any size. It's just not true. There are standards that men are drawn to when it comes to beauty, and obesity is not one of them. I wouldn't want to invite a woman that's obese and diabetic into my life. I don't want to deal with that.
We live in a world where anyone has the right to say anything that they want about you at any time. But just please remember that you have the right to prove them wrong.
I'm trying to get to where I'm going, and ain't nobody gonna stop me, or whatever going on, the talking and the captions or whatever the memes. It can't stop me, because it's a vision that I have and it's goals that I have that I set out for myself that I gotta get there no matter what.
The most important skill that you need to develop as an entrepreneur is going to be problem-solving skills. There's a lot of fires that pop up. You're going to have legal issues, HR issues, competitor issues, employee issues. If you're not resilient and can solve these things as they come at you, you're just not going to make it.
Therapy generally doesn't work. What most people find out if they go to couples therapy, there's a lot of blame game. They'll sit down in front of the counselor for months and years trying to hash out the details or to negotiate some realm of agreeability. All you're ever going to get is deal with a whole bunch of bullshit.
You see this guy here staring back at you? It's your toughest opponent. Every time you get into the ring, that's who you're going against. I believe that in boxing, and I do believe that in life. Okay?
Anything you give to a woman, they gonna multiply it for you. You give her some semen, she gonna give you a baby. Buy a house, she gonna make it a home for you. Give her some money, man, she gonna disperse it evenly and make you and keep that great nation.
Everybody need a little something to be independent. No independent person just grew up and was born independent. You worked and you learned teamwork and you learned cooperation and unity and struggle, and then you became independent. If you're not dark inside and you come to this world, it'll turn you dark. You know what I'm saying? And so if you really have sunshine in you, it's not good to play in the dark. It's just going to extinguish your fire.
You got in the game, every nigga down with me had money. If every nigga has just as much as you got, what kind of crew you got? You got a crew that can't be touched. No, that's how crews crumble, because they don't feel like getting a piece. Every nigga I know that was getting money, their own crew took them down.
When you're a boss and you're a real shooter, you gotta know you only get one time to be a king. You don't get 3 times to be a king. You either decide right now if you are or you aren't. I tell you morning glory every day because I want you to understand you won, you alive. You gotta find a way to motherfucking make it happen. You gotta find a way to win. You losing. You wake up mad every day you losing.
Even today, if you go to the Amazon, these tribes that have had no exposure to modern culture, helicopters, skyscrapers, that's how they still operate today. There's still modern version of ancient hunter-gatherers where women generally share the highest value alphas in the tribe. Monogamy is very uncommon in the animal kingdom. It's only become common in humans over the last several thousand years because it's become enforced. Then you've got religion, marriage, all of these things sort of modify and play on us differently.
I ain't gonna say I'm desensitized, but I got a good way of hiding my feelings, feeling my emotions. Whenever I have personal times, I just have them to myself. It's like I've grown accustomed to learn how to handle these situations.
Scared to get to the money at all times. I went to sleep 3 a.m. I was back up at 6:30, excited. No excuses. My bad. Yo, shut the fuck up and let's get to the money, man.
You could ask anybody, whether it's a woman or a visible minority, what is it that white male over there can do that you can't? They really struggle to find things, don't they? I don't think there's any difference in the world today as far as inequalities, especially in modern Western worlds.
I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that you can learn to appreciate them when they're right. And sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together.
You can be consistent, but persistent means consistent through difficulties. So a lot of people can be consistent just being complacent. But you being persistent, that means you being consistent while fighting through some shit.
You my best friend. Best friend I ever fucking had. And I'm fucking proud of you. You hear me?
What would you say has been one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn in your life so far?
Life lessons? Hold your own. Nobody got you like you got you. You can't really put your hopes in people.
Maybe I didn't take her out enough. Maybe I didn't tell her that I loved her enough. The truth of the matter is there's probably stuff that you did that didn't keep her in the relationship. And a lot of that might have to be with you maybe getting lazy, you getting fat, sitting around, you can't hold down a job, you can't make money.
Like, it ain't even about being a real dude or a fake dude or a person. I'm me. You dig what I'm saying? I can't be nothing else but me. I ain't real to you. I might be real to you. I might be fake to you. I ain't trying to make everybody else happy, but I got in trouble for that.
We were not put on this earth to impress people. It's so sad to see, because it's like, you're gonna blink and you're gonna be 40 and be like, I've spent my whole life just trying to impress people.
Trying to get validation.
We've all got these stories that we tell ourselves about why we can't be better. I'm not tall enough, I'm too fat, I'm too short, I'm too ugly, I'm too dumb, I'm too broke. Came from this line of work, the color of my skin, the color of my eyes, the color of my hair. These are all buts. They're all some bullshit story that you tell yourself to keep you from becoming better.
When she asks you to do something, even if it's somewhat reasonable, just say no and see how she responds to it. Is she going to be okay with her not always getting her way? That's what you have to do to not go through betaization through 1,000 sessions. Be able to say no from time to time and pull some firm ground.
I have a friend, we used to call him Pocket Hercules. He was about 5'5", and we would go to the gym and this guy was jacked. Like, he would just look at weights and he would put on muscle. You're missing a huge opportunity living optimally in your own body for your own reasons with the benefit of being attractive to women.